to suffer at home while he's playing around with some other chick, so I leave. Don't ask alimony, I never did. That's all my husbands love me, because if it doesn't cost them money, they love you. If it costs you money, they hate you.
You didn't have to give alimony either?
Never, no. George Sanders, after I divorced him, because you know this terrible thing with Ruby Rosa, not terrible, but he said it's terrible. Anyhow, he asked for it, but he didn't get it.
We have our producer, Alex. Do you know today is his birthday? He's 29 years old.
Yours?
No, Alex, our producer.
You are gorgeous. Who is Alex?
Our question is, do you have any advice for Alex, who's 29?
Where is Alex? I have to see him first.
Come here, Alex. It's your birthday.
Alex is a baby.
What advice... Happy birthday.
Alex.
What advice would you give?
I have him a good advice, to marry my daughter. I'm looking desperate for a guy.
There you go, Alex.
Hilton's daughter. It's a good catch, and she's lovely, and she's talented, and she's beautiful, and she's impossible, but I love her. That would be a good match, because he's a sweetheart. I met him backstage.
Hi, Jaja. I just wanted to commend you on not staying with the man. I mean, a lot of men will stay... they'll leave their woman, okay, but you're not going to be unfaithful, and I just want to commend you on doing that.
I just wanted to say that you are one of the most beautiful women that I've ever seen,
say that.
and you always will be.
Thank you very much. That makes me feel good anyway.
I just wanted to let you know I am a police officer myself.
And you look gorgeous too. Dad.
I just wanted to let you know, everybody has their bad people.
Sweetheart, tell me, if you're a police officer, you're as gorgeous, you're younger than the other one, but you're also gorgeous. All these policemen, aren't you afraid that somebody shoots you? You see, I also thought about it. They are so hopped up with all these problems, these drugs. You see, I analyze this guy because he's so damn beautiful. Why should I be so mad with him when he's so beautiful? So I even told him, look, nobody beat me up before they slept with me, but he just hated me. Tell me, darling, why does a man, I am her size, he was 6'6", had a gun in his pocket. I was holed up in the Waldorf Towers with a diamond ring that big. A gunman took it off. I didn't hit him. I gave him the $3 million ring. Why shall I hit a man who has a license to kill? Give me one good reason, and then that's it.
I can't really give you one. But,
he hurt me so much, I thought I'd die, and I just had something here, an operation, and I'm not allowed to do this thing. But you are so beautiful. Do you do that to ladies too?
No, not at all.
No, no. He's saying no, 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 no.
You see, in Europe, a man is not allowed, a person is not allowed to handcuff a lady even. What can I do against such a big guy?
Sir?
Jaja, what do you look for in a man before you marry him?
Sense of humor, intelligence, and above all, he has to be faithful to me. Otherwise, who the hell needs a man?
If you found... Jaja, have you ever found that any of them were not faithful? And if so, if it did happen, what did you do? If it didn't happen and you thought it might, what would you do?
The first, the Turk had 2 wives. I was just a child there. I mean, I was just 15, and father wanted out of the country because the Russians raped everybody those years. Conrad Hilton was 61, I was 17. But he was absolutely gorgeous. Looked like Daddy, gorgeous. He had an affair with a Spanish bullfighter, and I can't bullfight. I can do everything else, but I don't fight bulls. And he had an affair with her. He had an affair with our best friend's wife, and I was a little stupid. A housewife is a baby. George Sanders was always unfaithful, but to George I forgave everything because I really adored him. George once said he didn't come home. I said, what happened? He says, I saw a Spanish woman in the street and I want to know how a Spanish woman is in bed. Next day he come home and I forgave it him. George couldn't do wrong. He was torturing me, but I just, you know, when you love somebody, I forgave him. Then I met a couple of people I don't remember. I married a man for 1 day.
Who, you married a man for one day?
The Duke of Alba, 1 day. During the ceremony, I decided I don't like him. And then John...
During the ceremony?
Ceremony in Acapulco.
Did he answer yes, incorrect?
He said yes, and I said yes. And then I said, there was a big reception. John Huston was there. And I just packed. I went back with, I don't know if you know Marty Pezzetta, makes the Academy Award show, television, biggest television producer. I went back with them. They came to a wedding. And John Huston, I saw a year later, I says, you know, John, the marriage lasted a day. He says, I didn't give it that long.
What was it that he did that you didn't like? If
He
you were
was
only
a
married
bore, and he wanted my money. It was all written over him. Who needs him?
one day, though?
Not even, he never even kissed my hand. Every time I see him in Palm Beach, he says to me, darling, let me, I said, don't you dare come close to me.
I was wondering, have you ever fallen in love with a man who's been kind to you?
Once, and I hated him for that because he was so good. It's not a joke. He covered me with diamonds. When I had a film, let's say they give me $100,000, he says, baby, very rich man from New York, a Jewish man, the best on the world. Mother still eats my heart, that's why I still leave him. And I got $100,000 from a movie. He says, here's $200,000, don't do it. He took my wish to live away. If I said, you're so-and-so and so-and-so, he says, oh, baby, I love you. He didn't fight with me. I can't do that. I need a man who fights with me. I'm a Hungarian.
What do you think that, if you were to be serious for a moment,
This is
though...
a gospel truth that I tell you. I couldn't stand it. He gave me diamonds. I just wanted to die. I cried every day. And it's funny because I need a challenge.
I don't quite understand that.
I don't need a good man. I need a man I can fight with, live with, laugh with, make love with. I don't need a guy who just loves me. I have to love him. And then he doesn't have to love me.
But Jaja, why do you only love him if he's difficult?
Since I'm a little girl, I went to school to Switzerland, and there was, mother tells a story, there was 12 years old. In the train there was 12 boys, and I was with other girls, and all the 11 boys paid attention to me, and one boy didn't look at me, and I fall madly in love with one who didn't look at me. I am like that. That policeman even had a chance with me, that son of a gun, but he went a little too far.
Did you hear what I heard? That policeman now stands a chance with her?
No, not
Take a break.
Really,
we'll be right back.
Married.
Was that really a movie called Queen of Outer Space?
I know, I did.
I love it. This is Ava.
Queen of Outer Space.
Would you introduce your friend? You've been
this
friends?
is Ava of New York. She has a fantastic beauty shop in Hemsley Palace. But you know what happened? Years ago, 25 years ago, at 8 o'clock in the night, I'm at a beauty shop in New York, and they do my hair color because I work next morning. And this little thing comes in like a little Hungarian peasant. Cute like a bug. She says, Mrs. Rati, I need a job. Mrs. Rati says, I don't need you. I says, Rose, do me a favor. I find her so cute. She comes from Budapest now. She's a little refugee girl. Try her out, because we are also refugees now. This girl was like this. She done my hair. Since then, she's one of the big success story of Hollywood. She's a millionaire. Now tell your life now. Come on, Ava.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's true. When I went and I did her hair 25 years ago, I was shaking, and I must tell you that I owe her my success. And Miss Gabor is very
really.
Yes,
your talent,
you are. Yeah, and my talent also. But you need both. You need a little bit of everything. And I just went at the right time, and she is a real and loyal friend.
Let me
So
ask you something then. Don't listen, Jaja. Hairdressers know everybody's secrets. Is that true?
Yes.
I didn't have a facelift.
I must tell you something. She doesn't have a facelift.
No. That wasn't what I'm going to find out everything that I didn't want to know.
She has that Hungarian cheekbone, and she has beautiful skin. And she has the most gorgeous hair. She is a wonderful person.
But hairdressers hear things that nobody else hears. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's true. She has a little bit fast temper. That's true. But
Very fast.
I haven't asked the question yet. Wait.
Okay.
So far, the facelift and the temper. No.
All right.
Hairdressers hear things and nobody else hears them. They're very intimate with the person. You're working on their hair. You've known Jaja for 25 years?
Yes, a little more than 25 years, 77 years, yes.
Don't
And she was
age me,
always
sweetheart.
nice to me. I must tell you, she was very nice to me.
I always
She got
liked
me
you.
my first job, and she got me, I used to do the Johnny Carson show with her. I used to, 25 years ago, I got $500. I used to get to do her hair. Now I get nothing because I like her. She asked me if you want to do it for
But then
me.
I was
do it.
richly married. Now I'm not so richly
Okay,
married.
question. Did she ever talk about men with you?
She doesn't talk about men. I don't think she ever talks about men. No, that's not her style.
I talk about
no.
my dogs and cats
Yes.
and horses.
Never talks about men?
She never talks about men, no.
So you wouldn't know?
No, I just know that she always had men in her life.
I hope so.
Okay, I found out about the facelift and the money and all of that, and nothing about men. Ah, well, Merv Griffin. Does the name ring a bell?
Yeah,
Allie, that's what I wanted to ask you. How close are you to Merv?
I love him. He's an appa, as I call him. My mother, after all this happened, 2 days later, mother falls down in New York from a bus and comes out to my husband's birthday party. That was in a hurry. And I'm black and blue, and I give this party. And mother, she had a hip operation 3 years ago, and that thing what they put in the needle, how you call it, broke the bone and went through. Mother, we had to take her down to Palm Springs to the Eisenhower Hospital, where she was between life and death. And Merv calls. Now we know she's better. I says, Mother was wheeled into the hospital room. She says to me, Eva, Jaja, Magda, and Francesca, we family. Girls, goodbye. She looks like my mother is 84. She looks, you don't know how that woman looks. So she said, goodbye, girls. When I die, I want Hungarian music. So I said, Merv, Mother said I want Hungarian music. Eva and I were dying. The Yugoslav doctor says, I am going back to Yugoslavia. I can't stand these Hungarians. The Indian doctor put on a smoke signal. He was an Indian who operated on that in Palm Springs. And he says, I'm going to buy the hospital. I am going to get Murray Corda, the famous Hungarian violinist, and we'll all go in there.
Take a break. When we return, the sisters. What do they really like? You going to help me out? We'll be right back.
Hi, Jaja. I don't want to upset you or anything.